slight changes are there. We'll increase the changes by putting 200 here, 210 here. See, yellow is color. Now we will learn how to use loop in OpenCV and create animations. So here we will use while true. Why we have used while true? Because I want the loop to be infinite and should not stop until I tell it to stop. Everything will be inside the loop except destroy all window, because destroy all window work after the code has completed and it is used to destroy the window. Here, since we have used cv2.wait key, this means each frame will not change until we press any key. So instead of 0 we will type here 1, because I have told you in wait key two values it takes. First is 0, which means it waits for the user to press any key to close or to move. Rather than that, if we give any positive value, the frame stays there only for that nanosecond only. So here I want the frame to change after every 1 nanosecond. Here we will write if, and I have also told you that cv2.wait key also records what key we have pressed, and the key that it records is kept in ASCII value. So we will compare it with ORD of Q. So we will check whether the key pressed is equals to the ASCII value of Q, which means if we press Q button, it will break the loop, and if the loop breaks, then destroy all window will take place and the program will get closed. So this is our terminating condition of the loop. Now what I want to draw is, I want each line, what I want to draw right now is something like this. We have drawn a circle here, a square here. Now I want to make an inner circle and then one more inner circle and so on. So in order to achieve this, we will write here we'll take an x value, x is equals to 0, and we'll put it x 50 plus x, 50 plus x, 550 minus x, 50 plus x, 550 minus x, 50 plus x, 550 minus x. So what I have done here, first of all, let me give you a visualization to understand you better. This point is 50 comma 50. So on the second line, I want the point to be here, which means I want the x-axis to move by some value, right? And I also want the y-axis to move by some value. That is why I've done 50 plus x and 50 plus x, which means as I increase the value of x on the second loop, this point will move towards inside. And here the value is 550 comma 50. Here also I want the line to come inside, which means when the line will come inside, from the value will decrease from here to back here, which means the value which is first 550 will go below 550, and the value which is 50 will increase by some value from here. That is why I've done 550 minus x and 50 plus x, and the same thing is happening here. When x is going inside, it is increasing, and when y is going inside, it is decreasing. So we have done 50 plus x and 550 minus x, and same here. And now we just need to increase the value of x. Let me increase it by x plus equals to 10. See, this is what it is happening. Okay, let's keep the loop not so later. While, let me keep loop is equals to 0, and while instead of doing here, we will keep it as here. If loop is less than equals to 20, then only you draw, otherwise you don't draw, right? See, this is what we got. Now, like, this thickness are too much bad looking thickness. Cool. Let's increase this size much better. I think it can go one or two more loop here. This is what we have. This is how you can create cool animation. You can also make it go back, forward, okay. What we'll do, yeah, two lines I have made it red, and two lines I have made it green. Cool, no? Same thing we'll do with green also. Right now we are playing with code since we are any here. Okay, now let me show you how we can convert this into an animation. To make it look like an animation, what we can do is once the line gets closer to center, means when the line reaches this part, we want it to go backward again. Let's remove this part. What we can do here is, if we remove this part and remove all this, and we write here x plus 10, loop equal to plus equals to 1. If loop is greater than greater than equal to 24, if loop is greater than 24, then x is equals to minus 10. Let's give one more variable here. Dict equals to n plus equals to dict. Then we'll make it minus dict is equals to minus dict. Is equals to minus l. So when the loop is equal to 0, while loop equal to 10 equal to 10, so it will go from x plus 10. If we, then loop also will go till 24. 24, this value will become minus 10. So it will keep on making the circles back again, and so on. Yeah, looks good only. But there's an issue. We want the image to get cleaned up every time. The line is drawn on the image, it stays there, it becomes permanent. So we need to clean the image. We can write here img equals to img into img is equal to img dot copy. Okay, here now we have made a copy of the original image, which means all the drawing we are doing on the copy of the image, not on the original image. So every time the loop will run and will make the image clean up, and we know that the original image is a complete black image. So let's run it. Yeah, you see, okay, it is not coming back. After going away, it is not coming back. So what is the issue? We need to again reverse this now. We have not reversed the direction also. To make negative, we can simply give a negative sign, but to make a value positive, we cannot write plus sign in front of it. We have to use the ABS method of Python. Here's a beautiful animation that we created using cv2.line and looping off and the loop method of Python. I hope you all are good in Python. Looks good. Now, if you ask me to make it something more cooler, I can tell you what we can do here. Instead of doing img.copy directly, we can do img dot into 0.9 dot s type and b dot u int 8. Not working so nicely. Shadow effect is coming just because of this line, this single line. Here we have multiplied each value of that image by 0.9. That is why after every loop the value is going closer to 0, which means when the value goes closer to 0 it becomes black. So for example, if we increase it by 0.5, you see it is making the image black very soon. We are not getting that shadow effect. As we make it closer to 9.9, something like that. See what you can see, this part of the code, this is getting a little shadow, getting a little darker. But before it gets completely black, the another loop starts, so it never gets black. So we will use 9, which will make it perfect looking shadow effect. So this is a so this makes you understand that using OpenCV we can make various kinds of animations.